Yo, welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at hopefully the release of the Jordan 3 Fire Red in August 2022 and what we can expect from that release. Let's go. Welcome back to the channel, people. My name is Patrick T. I do kicks on all sorts of trainers. I show you the box, the trainer, what's inside the box, and hopefully give you as much information as possible so you can understand exactly what you're getting and whether or not to cop or drop. Now, if you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. If you're old to the channel and you haven't liked and subscribed, what are you doing? I can forgive you for not pressing the like button yet, but I know you're going to press the like button, so you might as well just do it now and just get out of the way and enjoy the video. So all that said, I need to give credit where credit's due. Now, a couple of days ago, I posted a hashtag #FreshTillFeb on my Insta and YouTube channel for you to size, and I was wearing the Jordan 3 Fire Reds from 2013 release. One of the guys at SWO Podcast, Aiden at ACS Sneakers, make sure you go and follow him he does his own YouTube channel, Weekly Reviews. He suggested that I do a video on the upcoming release of the Jordan 3s and compare those with the previous release, which was in 2013, so some distance, and see what might be included, what might not be included, and whatnot. So this video is about that. But before we get into that, I don't think people really understand the significance of the Jordan 3 in relation to the Jordan brand and the destiny or the Jordan we know today. Now, let me take you back to 1987-1988 season. Michael Jordan's initial contract with Nike was up for renewal. The designer of the Jordan 1 and Jordan 2, Peter Moore, was leaving Nike. Along with him leaving Nike was marketing VP, Rob Strazer. Now, they had worked closely with Jordan on both his previous trainers, the advertising, etc. So not only were they leaving Nike, they were telling Michael to go with them and they'll design him his own legacy trainer. Forget Nike, they're not going to help you. Nike were worried. Could you imagine, this is the guy who, for all intents and purposes, was going to be the face of the NBA because he had already shown his rookie years what he was capable of. In the 1987 All-Star Weekend, he was a starting lineup alongside of people like Magic Johnson and things like that. Now you've got to remember, in that year, Magic Johnson got the MVP player for the All-Star Weekend, but Michael Jordan stole the show. You know what I mean? That's how they knew. So with those two people going, the design of the Jordan 3 was about 6 months behind schedule. They had no one to take over the design apart from one guy who was on their radar. Actually, not on their radar, he was already employed by them and had had some success with Nike when he's designed the Air Max 1 and the Air Trainer 1. Now, this designer, Mr. Tinker Hatfield, who we all know now, was given the task of creating the Jordan 3, which really meant persuading Michael Jordan to sign again with Nike. No pressure. So the first thing Tinker Hatfield did was speak with Michael and find out exactly what he wanted in his trainer. Being an athlete himself in his younger years, he knew that the athlete really needed to have an input in what he wanted, else if the trainer's going to hurt him and he's just not going to be happy with it. There was some rumours he wasn't happy with the Jordan 2s. I'm not a real historian on the Jordan 2s, but you can look that up and see why the Jordan 2 wasn't the best for Michael, or it hasn't got that recognition. Fast forward, Tinker Hatfield, in a documentary series called Abstract, The Art of Design, made it clear that they were already 6 months behind when he got the project. He had to meet with Mike, he had to meet with the production people, he had to meet with the factory workers in Asia. He spent 24 hours a night trying to get a prototype together. When he finally got the prototype together, him and the co-founder of Nike flew down to California to see Mike and his family to present him with the new Jordan 3. When they got there, Michael kept them waiting for 4 hours because he was playing golf with, guess who? Peter Moore and Rob Strazer. When Michael returned from the meeting, it seemed like he was just saying yeah and nodding where he needed to nod, and they honestly thought that his head had been turned. Now, it could have been, but what they did, they handed the presentation over to Tinker Hatfield, and the first thing he done was remind Michael about their earlier conversations in the production design about how he wanted a mid, how he wanted certain materials in the trainer, and just what he wanted in terms of how the trainer would be. Tinker Hatfield whipped out the prototype and Michael was ecstatic. The three things Tinker Hatfield did was, one, put the Jumpman front and center on the trainer. Now, we know it's an iconic Jumpman to us, but in that day, it was just a photograph of Michael jumping with his tongue out and the ball in his hand. He took a picture of that and weaved it into the shoe. What he also did for the first time was put that elephant print on the top of the shoe, and the leather, or the tumble leather, was soft, and it was exactly what Michael had been looking for. He also made this a mid, which was against just the run of play in those days. Everything was a high in basketball. Okay, but Michael said he wanted a mid, he wanted to move easier in those trainers, and Tinker catered for him. The third thing he also done was add the see-through air unit in the heel of the shoe. That was it. Michael was sold. Michael signed up to Nike again, and the rest is history. Jordan Brand has moved on. In 1987, 1988 season, Michael smashed it. Okay, the only thing he didn't do was win the championship, but he smashed it. He now became the face of the NBA. Nike cemented their deal with him. Jordan carried on, and you cannot buy Jordans anywhere now. So, right, getting back to Jordan 3 Fire Reds. This wasn't the first colorway Michael used. The first colorway was the black cement. Now, Jordan wore these in the All-Star games of the 1987-88 season, but he never wore them in the season. He wore the white cement the whole season until the playoffs. Up step the Jordan 3 Fire Reds. He wore those in the playoffs. They didn't win the playoffs. They didn't win the championship that year, but he cemented the Jordan 3s in that time. Later on, they then released another colour, which was the blue cements. The rest is history. You can look it all up. Now, the white, the blue, and the red all had re-releases. And it's funny enough, just like the Jordan 1, when they did release those, they released them for $100 first, then they re-released them for $105, and then they re-released them again for $100. But they all sat and even went on the sale shelf, which is crazy to think now, but they went on sale because they couldn't get rid of them. Mad. In relation to the Jordan 3 Fire Reds, they released them once in 2007. The difference, what they've done there, is they put the Jumpman on the back, took away the Nike sign, and left it the same. For what I remember, I don't know if the colour red was different colour or whatever, but they definitely replaced the Nike Air with the Jumpman Air at the back. 2013, they released these, and again, you can see at the back, they had a Jumpman Air at the back. They never brought back the Nike Air. Now, let's just go through, we've all seen the Jordan 3, but this is the retro 2013 version. So let me go through this shoe, and then hopefully I can tell you or compare what we expect to receive this year, fingers crossed. Now we start the sole. It's a traditional Jordan 3 sole. You've got the Jordan symbol in the middle of the shoe. You've got the red patch there and just a grey bottom. The midsole is white with the see-through air unit there, and then the upper midsole you've got the fire red element to it, which goes all the way around the heel to the inside of the shoe. Then on top you've got the dark elephant print, which is the first time it's ever been used on Jordan, so remember that. And then you've got at the back a redesigned Jumpman Air, as previously said. The thing about this trainer is the quality of material they used in it. Now this is why it's lasted this long, apart from this colouring, which I don't like, but a lot of people like. But leave in the comments, let me know if you like that or not. I just want it to be white again. I just want it to look brand new. But the leather using this is phenomenal. I haven't seen Jordan use this type of leather in any of their retros for a long time. So I'm hoping that they do replicate this in their shoe. It's typical Jordan 3 silhouette. You've got the Jumpman at the top, on the tongue, nice leather, tumble leather again, sewn in, quality padding, and it's just an all-round nice trainer. Reading reports about the Jordan 3 Fire Red, which should be coming out, all rumors suggest on the 6th of August 2022. Don't know what countries that are. It may be 6th of August in America, maybe later or earlier for us. I just don't know. But hopefully in August 2022, they release these, which they haven't released since 2013. What we do know is that they're going to put back the original Nike Air on the heel, which I'm not mad at. I think it would be wicked if they actually retro an OG properly. Just give it again. You know, I believe that there's been suggestions that the color red might not be the same color red as the original OG, but I'm going to tell you the truth. If it's this color red, I'm going to be happy because it's a fire red. I don't want it dull, I don't want it pink, I don't want it really bright, I just want it this colour red. If they do that, I'll be happy. Another thing, obviously they've got to put the elephant print on. I'm hoping that it's a dark elephant print as well. Not the light ones, just not any, I just hope it's this dark as well. I just hope they bring it back like the original, or even this one. I would take even this one with this quality leather and this basic quality build. There was nothing wrong with this, and there's still nothing wrong with this how many years later. Like I said to you, I just thought I'd do a video telling the history of Jordan 3, because without the Jordan 3 there wouldn't be a Jordan brand. That's a fact. Without Tinker Hatfield, Jordan would have been doing a trainer with Peter Moore and Rob Strazer in a company which they did mention the name. I did read something, but I can't remember what it is, but it might have been Jordan. So everyone's got to give homage to this trainer. This was the one what kept Jordan with Nike, which allowed Nike to then make the Jordan brand, which allowed Jordan to still sell trainers years after he's retired and continued his legacy. So there you have it, my review of the upcoming Jordan 3, hopefully in August this year, 2022, fingers crossed. If not earlier, don't mind, but just not later. Just make sure it's this year. That's all I'm asking for. So let me know what you think about the video. If you liked it, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and definitely hit the notification bell. If you haven't already, go follow my guy, ACS Sneakers. He was one with the idea for this. So go and big him up. He's got a wicked channel himself. Go and subscribe to him, hit his likes, hit his notification bells, and enjoy all. Definitely subscribe to our podcast, SWO Podcast, where we talk about kicks and everything related to trainers. And that's me. I'm out. Peace.